Welcome to my channel. This is the first of a series of advisory presentations that focus on the role of health information systems and specifically electronic health records that serve as core applications that enable efficiency in workflows, patient safety, and quality of care in hospitals and clinics. With the rapid rate of innovation and advent of artificial intelligence, legacy monolithic systems no longer have a place in digital health transformation. In this short presentation, we will understand how evolution has demanded that healthcare technology meet microservices architecture design that translate into intelligent healthcare enterprises. Healthy Solutions started its advisory and consulting business in Dubai in 2011, with its core focus being digital health transformation. Over time, the company matured to provide solutions and services in healthcare technology, the design, build, commissioning, and operations management of hospitals and clinics, as well as healthcare supply chain management. Its enterprise architecture practice allowed the company to infiltrate multiple industry sectors, as you see on the slide. In 2015, the business extended its operations to South Africa, with its core focus being driving the adoption of intelligent healthcare enterprise, as we see the country lagging at least 5 to 10 years behind its efforts to innovate and implement standardized, scalable, and portable healthcare information technology, and more importantly, electronic health records. Digital health transformation from monolithic or legacy applications are highly reliant on code-based development and specific to a customer's needs, whereas an intelligent healthcare enterprise is built on microservice architecture and geared towards standardized best practice workflows, functions, and features. These are obviously scalable and can grow with your business needs without the high cost of customization as well as the need for systems integration. Now, the pros of monolithic application. 1. Faster deployment. The simplicity of monolithic applications makes them inherently easier to develop. Since monolithic apps typically use legacy systems and everything is in one place, their development is very straightforward. You build, test, deploy, troubleshoot, and finally scale as needed. It's also easier to troubleshoot. Since all of the app's code is housed in one place, it's easy to comb through it and pinpoint issues and bugs. Also, monolithic architecture allows you to run end-to-end testing considerably faster thanks to it being indivisible. Faster deployment. Since monolithic app development architecture only needs one directory, you don't need to handle several implementations. As a result, monolithic apps are easy and fast to deploy, decreasing their time to market and making them a good alternative if you need to hit the market very fast. Less latency. Monolithic applications are more streamlined since everything is contained in one place. Thus, communication and processing times between services are trimmer and are more straightforward, reducing latency issues. The ease of use. Monolithic apps development architecture has been the standard until recently, meaning that your team of developers will probably already have good knowledge and understanding of how this type of development works. As a result, it doesn't have a learning curve and you don't have to be bothered by the expenses of hiring external talent. The downside of monolithic applications, you have reduced scalability. So these applications don't adapt quickly to additions in the code. As you add more code and more functionality, it grows and becomes a behemoth of information that is very difficult to understand and impossible to scale. The code changes. Since monolithic apps contain all the code in a single place, every code change alters the entire system, meaning all modifications need to be carefully planned. In that sense, code changes are harder to make and take significantly more time. And the limitations for modern technologies, forget about using the latest tech trends here. Adopting new technologies when developing monolithic applications is nearly impossible. You have to use the same tech stack from beginning to end because a tiny change to the system affects the entire application. Very low reliability. One small mistake can destroy the entire app in monolithic app development architecture because of how tightly coupled its components are. In that sense, if even one small thing goes wrong, the risk of the entire application being rendered useless is very high. Now, the pros of microservices applications are what we refer to as intelligent healthcare enterprises today. They increase scalability. Microservices architecture allows you to carry out independent deployments, meaning that you can operate each microservice separately As a result, you can update each microservice independently instead of the whole app. In addition, you can write each service in a different language, choose the best stack for each model, build once, and then scale as you add more functions and features without compromising the system's compatibility. Since microservice architecture allows you to manage your app's components as independent services, you can build and maintain complex applications easier no matter the size of your team. This enhances productivity. You can thus divide tasks and have each team perform different tasks simultaneously without sacrificing productivity. Updatable tech stack. Microservice architecture allows you to make simple changes, and if a new technology hits the market, your team can simply make a small change in every service module to adopt new technologies without any extra hassle or work. Horizontal scaling. If it turns out your users are overusing a specific functionality and that microservice faces large load, you can simply scale that microservices without needing to scale the entire system. Debugging. Bugs or glitches that affect one microservice don't affect the others, meaning that the rest of the solution application remains untouched, making debugging faster and much easier. The converse to microservices, they're far more expensive. Microservices app development architecture inherently comes with higher workloads, resulting in increased operational overhead. Since all the microservices within the system need to communicate between them, many remote calls occur, leading to higher network latency, runtime, and resource costs. The complexity of the applications. Microservice apps are much more complex than monolithic. Since microservice architecture is a distributed system, its complexity increases as the number of microservices grow. It's also less secure because all the services need to communicate constantly. Microservices are far less safe than monolithic apps, an inherent important attribute in healthcare technology, leading to cyber attacks and cybersecurity needs. More complex testing, its nature as a distributed system makes microservices architecture and its independently deployable parts a nightmare when it comes to testing. So what is the concept of digital transformation from monolithic legacy systems to intelligent healthcare enterprises? In a healthcare provider setting, 4 maturity levels of digitization can be recognized. Level 1. Patient data is captured in a paper-based fashion. This is greatly constrains useful analytics of the information, limits productivity, and efficient use of resources for high-value tasks. Level 2. Only in the next phase, when the data is digitized, is it possible to start reaping the benefits from data and to gain deeper insights. Although electronic health records or electronic medical record systems have accelerated health data digitalizations, they are still largely a digital remake of the traditional paper-based systems with limited ability to mine and analyze information. When you transition to level 3, once digitalization is fully implemented, the organization can become intelligent, applying next-generation data management, analytics, and machine learning or artificial intelligence and technology, as well as a new service models to the challenge of improving business performance. Level 4, systems of intelligence are now the core enabler for value-based healthcare, the delivery model in which providers are paid based on patient health outcomes, in contrast to a fee-for-service or capitated approach based on the amount of healthcare services delivered. We are thankful that you've taken the opportunity to listen to our presentation. Feel free to subscribe and like for more content. If there's any areas you'd like us to focus on and develop content, please feel free to reach out to us, and we're happy to develop this content and provide it as part of our channel. We are experts in digital health transformation, especially in the Africa continent for now, as we see legacy systems still very much in use, and the experts in our company can help you transition to your intelligent healthcare enterprise. Have a lovely day further, and look out for our next series of lectures.